it's funny as shit. I had a show. I had a show in Miami. I was staying in Miami, and one of my guys went. It was funny as shit, bro. It's hilarious. So I had finished the bottle. Like we had like Moet, like it was a bunch of shit going on. After I performed, my guy went behind the fucking counter. He went behind the counter and grabbed the Moet bottle and told him, nah. This dude named Goose. He went behind the counter and he grabbed the bottle from me and gave it to me. He was like, yeah, like nah. Telling everybody like, nah, he the artist. Give him the bottle, like, and the people trying to charge us for the bottle like $200. He grabbed it like, nah, like we the artists. You know what I mean? We run shit around here. That's my first time really seeing like, okay, like we can really move how we want to move type shit. And then I seen Wyclef Jean. And then we walked up to Wyclef and got his information for him to be on one of my projects. I haven't spoken to him since then, but that shit was wild though. That shit was wild. That shit was hella cool. You know, it just really showed me an artist's power. You know what I mean? Like we can really like, man. It just really showed me like an artist's power for real. So my actual name is Santana Ali. That's the name I started with. You know, I'm gonna just tell you the way I found my rap name. My rap name used to be Santana with a $, right? And I went into this fucking session with a bunch of A&Rs and a bunch of people who work in Interscope and like just a bunch of different people. And then they were like, what's your real name? Woo. Like we were just talking, having a conversation. And when I told them my name is Santana Ali, everybody in the room said Santana Ali and pointed at me. This was like 5 years ago, bro. Like all pointed at me like, oh, you know? So that always been my name. Like that's my real name. And then the moniker Niklo came about when I was just fucking around on SoundCloud, bro. Like I was literally just fucking around on SoundCloud. Let me give you some more insight. I was filming shit too. I was writing a film and I was sitting there on New Year's of like 2015 and I'm like, oh shit, just this name I thought of, Niklo, it just rolled off my tongue so well. You know what I'm saying? So I just ran with it. And then I learned how to record myself on Logic. So every single day I would literally get on Logic and I would literally record like 3 to 4 songs and then drop them all on SoundCloud every day. You know, and I was really in the streets too. So it was one of those things where I would just be talking about real experience. But I always felt like I had records, like the shit that you hear now, I had shit like that in 2015. You know what I'm saying? Like I had shit like that. Shout out Goose the Goo. Me and him worked a lot. Like he produced Bust Down by Trippy and like a bunch of other Trippy Array records. But me and him been cool since I first got out to LA, and he was made and never released. But that was the foundation, you know? And it got to a point where it was so many people inquiring about the Niklo shit, like certain labels calling about single deals, certain management teams coming at me. But my problem was I didn't keep my head on straight and think about it in let me think how to explain this. I wasn't being realistic with my journey in the moment. You know, I wasn't like, I should slow down a little bit, you know, and I understood the sort of pull that I had in the moment and how to redirect the energy, you know? I didn't know how to redirect the energy. So it got to a point where I was in these meetings and shit and everybody's talking to me like, telling me Niklo this, Niklo that, the marketability behind it. But I'm telling them that, you know, that was just something for me to get my name out there. Like I'm telling them my real name, like my name is Santana Ali. And like what I had, with my tricks in the bag that I got, like y'all are not ready for this, you know? But they kept denouncing it and kept telling me, like, nah, this ain't it, this ain't the way. And like literally denouncing me, bro, like telling me I wouldn't be able to do it. You know what I mean? So that shit hurt my pride, it hurt my ego. I'm like, y'all got me fucked up. So what I chose to do was, you know, I changed my name on SoundCloud. I changed it everywhere. And I didn't really give a fuck about, you know, the fans in the moment. I didn't really give a fuck about nobody because it was something where I felt like I was compromising my integrity just for some plays and just for some fans. That shit didn't sit right with me. So, you know, I had to go back to the drawing board, you know? And, you know, my life, bro, like in all honesty, everything be falling into place the way it does. Like, it's just, like, this should be chronological. It's nothing I can really, like, it's like some real prophetic shit. So every song I speak in allegory, and every song I try to give them a testimony, you know? And I'm not on no biblical shit. I don't believe in religion. I'm spiritual. But I showed them that this shit is serious, you know? So, like, me changing my name, like, that shit hurt me a lot. Like, as far as fans go, as far as, like, people not... Like, it's like I started over almost, you know? It's like I almost started over, but I felt like it was for the greater good, you know?